Shalom, Israel. We're the Isupk, start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Shalom, Israel. I'm the Commanding General Yohana. Go ahead, turn it down. I'm the Commanding General Yohana. Where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Started off in 1969, where we teach our people, man, the truth about who we are, the truth about the Bible for our people, for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And of course, we're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. This is a Sabbath service that we're doing in South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina, this day. And I'm glad that you guys have joined us on our Sabbath services, man. And we're going to teach a few things about the Exodus 12th chapter here. All right, let's stand. Call up the first trooper. State your registry.
Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala. Akazamar, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala.
Okay.
Yahawah Shem Yahshua Brakatham.
Akazamar, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala. How about Shem Yahushai Barakatah?
Yahawah Shem Yahshua Brakatham.
All right. Come on up. All right, that's good. Madja, which means be seated, Madja. We're going to read we're going to start off, where was that? Exodus 12 chapter, where we talked about the Lord, Moses. Well, we're going to go start off, you start off on we're going to start off on 12, but we'll back it up a little bit. 9 and 10 of Exodus 11, 9 and 10 there. I want you to start on 12. And where Pharaoh would not let the children of Israel go. That's what Exodus is about. We're supposed to let our children go. We were tired of being in captivity, and then of course we're going to show you how what the Bible says of the holy oracles of the Most High says about how Pharaoh hardened his heart again, so that he can magnify. The Lord can magnify his magnify his wonders, man. My wonders are multiplied in the land of Egypt, because Pharaoh wouldn't the Lord had to harden his heart because he was hard-headed and stiff-necked. He was a evil bastard. So, and these wicked Hamites, man, won't let our people go. But the Most High is showing you how the Passover come about, because it was our chance to get out and do the will of the Most High and get out of Egypt. And this was what the Lord prescribed for us. So we're going to show you the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread and all of that. So we're going to go and start reading in the Hebrew. Read for me 7 verses. Go ahead.
Exodus 12, verse 1. Huh? Exodus 12, verse 1. Wayah Amar Yahawah I'll Masha Wa'ala Aha Rak Ba'a Rataza Riyam La Amar. Verse 2. Hakadash Ya Haza Lakam Ra'ash Kada Shayam Ra'a Shawak Hawa'a Lakam Lakadash Ya.
What verse you on?
So like verse 2.
Okay.
Okay. Hashana. Verse 3. But Daba Rawa Al Kal Idath Yashara'al La'amar Ba'ashar Lakadash Haza Waya Kwakawa Laham Ayash Shah Labayath Abath Shah Labayath. Verse 4. Wa'am Yamat Ma'ai Ta Yamite Haba Yatha Habayath Maha Yath Masha Wala Kwaka Hawa'a Washa Kanawa Hakwa Rabah Al Baya Thawa Bama Kasath Napa Shata Napa Shath Ayash Lapaya Akalawa Thaka Sawa Al Hasha verse 5 Shah Thama Yum Zakar Bak Shana
What verse you on?
verse 4.
Okay, hold that right there. Madia. Let's get the scrolls. Got that.
All right, okay.
Okay. Pick up. I'll blow the trumpet there. Okay. Okay. Sir Lahaquium. Let's turn. The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shemashmael. Kodash. Ayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakuta. Taba'ah. Atazaka. Ayah. Asha. Barataza. Tawa. Ayah. Ashemayim. Nathalanawa. Nakam. Vayawam. Salakinawa. Awawapinawa. Salakinawa. Awawapinawa. Bala'ah. Tabayanawa. Anasayawan. Abal. Awashayanawa. Mayan. Rai. Ayah. Nakam. Amalakwaf. Bahala, the Parah, the Alanyam, Aman. We said in the Hebrew, we said in English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive our debts, and we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever. So be it. Hakak the power. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua.
Bashim Yahushua.
Babu Kusha.
Babu Kusha.
Athananawa.
Athananawa.
Akak.
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 Lara Pa'a.
Pa'a.
Kal Malaka.
Malaka.
Wakal Marawa.
Marawa.
Akak.
Akak.
Lakahar.
Lakahar.
Amatazarium.
Amatazaryum.
Akak.
Akak.
Lahakwim.
Lahakwim.
Amathium.
Amathium.
Akak.
Akak.
Arakawaf.
Arakawaf.
Amatala.
Amatala.
Lagarshim.
Lagarshim.
Bashim
Bashim
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman.
What we said in the Hebrew, we said in the English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us
the
the
power to
power
heal.
to heal.
All manner of
All
sickness.
manner of sickness.
All manner of
All manner of
disease.
disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
Power to cleanse
The
the
power to
lepers.
raise the dead.
The power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean spirits.
against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of
In the name
Yahushua.
of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua.
Bashim
Barakanawa.
Barakanawa.
Basharala.
Basharala.
Wayah.
Wayah.
Bayah.
Wayah.
Saparium.
Saparium.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Agan.
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 Again.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel. All of Israel.
All of Israel.
And Bashim Yahushua.
Bashim Yahushua.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman.
What we just said was, in Hebrew, we say in the English, Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
bless us,
Bless us.
and Israel,
And Israel.
and the schools.
And the school.
Bless, heal, shield, and protect
Bless, heal, shield,
our
and
loved
protect
ones.
our loved ones.
In the name of
In
Yahushua,
the name of Yahushua.
thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahawarium,
Ahawarium,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Azaria,
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 Ma'aim,
Ma'aim,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ashah,
Ashah,
Yashema,
Shema.
Wa'aratazah,
Wa'aratazah,
Al-Yathan,
Al-Yathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Galyaka,
Galyaka,
Ayanawam,
Ayanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hanala'ah,
Hanala'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Yasharala,
Yasharala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Dazalka,
Dazalka,
Al-Yai,
Al-Yai,
Yamyanka,
Yamyanka,
Yamam,
Yamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayara,
Wayara,
Walayala,
Walayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makal Rai,
Makal Rai,
Yashamar,
Af,
Napashka,
Napashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ashamar,
Ashemar,
Ta'azaka,
Ta'azaka,
Wabawaka,
Wabawaka,
Ma'ata,
Ma'ata,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
Abalam.
Amalam.
And what we said in the Hebrew, we said in the English. I will lift up mine eyes
lift up mine
to the
eyes
hills,
to the hills,
from which cometh
from
my
which
help.
cometh my help.
My help cometh from
My
Yahweh,
help come from Yahweh,
which made the heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He will
moved.
not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth Israel will not slumber.
He that keepeth Israel
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
he that keepeth
Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Yahweh is my keeper.
Yahweh is my keeper.
The Yahweh is the shade upon my right hand.
Yahweh is that shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by
nor the
night.
moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve
from
thee
all
from
evil.
all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Thou shalt preserve thy going
and
out
thy coming
and
in
thy coming
from
in
this time forward
from this time forth
and even
and
forevermore.
forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al-Damiyah,
Al-Damiyah,
Rakah,
Rakah,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Thakarash,
Wayal,
Wayal,
Rashikwat,
Rashikwat,
All,
All,
Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awebachika,
Awebachika,
Yahama,
Yahama,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Makah,
Al-Makah,
Yabrawah,
Yabrawah,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayatha,
Wayatha,
Yatazawa,
Yatazawa,
Altazawanyaka,
Altazawanyaka,
Almarwa,
Almarwa,
Lokawa,
Lokawa,
Wanakakadam,
Wanakakadam,
Magaya,
Magaya,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham,
Sham,
Yasharala,
Yasharala,
Awada,
Awada,
Aya,
Aya,
Natazawa,
Natazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Al-Yakar,
Yakar,
Mariaf,
Mariaf,
Yakarathwa,
Al-Rathwa,
Alahalya,
Alahaya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashamat,
Wayashamat,
Allah,
Ashallah,
Yam,
Yam,
Mawaba,
Mawaba,
Wagariam,
Wagariam,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wamawan,
Wamawan,
Wamalak,
Wamalak,
Walashat,
Walashat,
Amyashabika,
Amyashabika,
Dazawar,
Dazawar,
Gamashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labanya Lawat,
Labanya Lawat,
Sala'ah,
Sala'ah,
Asha,
Asha,
Laham,
Laham,
Gamadian,
Gamadian,
Kasa,
Asa,
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah,
Gabadian,
Gabadian,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Quashwan,
Quashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ba'ayan,
Ba'ayan,
Da'ara,
Da'ara,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
Ladama,
Ladama,
Yayishtamwa,
Yayishtamwa,
Nauda,
Nauda,
Yam,
Yam,
Amawa,
Amawa,
Kara,
Kara,
Wazakaba,
Wazakaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakazazal,
Wakazazal,
Mana'at,
Mana'at,
Kalna Sakamwa,
Come on.
Asha,
Asha.
Amarwa,
Amarwa.
Nashar Rasha,
Nashar Rasha.
Nanawa,
Adwa.
Af,
Af.
Naawaf,
Adwa.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Alahaya, Sayawatamwa,
Sayawatamwa.
Galya,
Galya, Galya.
Kwash,
Kwash.
Napanya,
Napanya.
Raka'a,
Raka'a.
Kaash,
Kaash.
Gaba'arya, Ara,
Ara.
Walkaba,
Walkaba.
Balahat,
Balahat.
Ariwam,
Ariwam.
Khan,
Khan.
Daradakma,
Daradakma.
Basaraka,
Basaraka.
Wasaba,
Wasaba.
Wapaka,
Wapaka.
Kabahalama,
Mala'a.
Mala'a, Panyawam,
Panyawam.
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka,
Shamka.
Yahawa,
Yahawa.
Jabashwa, Wayabahalwa,
Wayabahalwa.
Ayai,
Ayai.
Wayakapara,
Wayakapara.
Wayabawa,
Wayabawa.
Wayadawa,
Wayadawa.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Atha,
Atha.
Shamka,
Shamka.
Yahawa,
Yahawa.
Nabatka,
Nabatka.
Alyawan,
Alyawan.
Akal,
Akal.
Aratazah.
Aratazah.
Sir? Put the scrolls down.
La Yashala.
Lashala. Blow the horn. Amadia, see it. Pick up from where we left. We got in a little bit too fast there. Salakia to the audience there. Go ahead. We start at verse 4.
Verse 5.
5.
Come
Okay.
on.
Let's do that one. What you got? Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Exodus 12, verse 5. Shah. Damayam. Zakar. Bak. Shana. Yahweh. Lakam. Mak. Haka. Bashayam. Wamak. Ha'ai. Zayam. Taqwa. Bawa. Verse 6. Wahaya, Lakam, Lama, Shamar, Rata, Aid, Ara, Ba'a, Ishar, Yawam, Labadash, Lakadash, Hazah, Washabat, Washakat, Atawa, Kal, Kwahab, Adaf, Yashar, Allah, Bayak, Ha'ai, Barayam, verse 7. Wallah, Kwakawa, Mak, Hadam, Wana, Thawai, Salaka, Wana, Thanawa, Al, Shataya, Hama, Wazath, Wa'al, Hama Shakwa Wap Al Haba Thayam Ashar Ya'a Kawa Atawa Baham.
Did you get those? Okay. All right, read for me. Start at verse 11 and 8 for me. And then go all the way, in English there. Okay, go ahead.
Exodus 11 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
And all these thy servants shall come down unto me, and bow down themselves unto me, saying, Get thee out, and all the people that follow thee. And after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a great anger.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt.
And that's right here is that Pharaoh was angry that he had to let the children of Israel go. So he said, it's in the Most High saying right here in verse 9. And this is talking about, the Exodus, they've getting ready to get out of Egypt. The Most High sent all the plagues on Egypt, man.
Right.
All of the flies, locusts, the blood, and all kinds of plagues on Egypt. And the Most High has said, Pharaoh, this dude, this Hamite, he ain't gonna let y'all go. And read verse 9 again for me again.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses,
Right.
Pharaoh
Right.
shall not hearken unto you.
Not hearken, he shall not listen. Come on, Christ, sir. He shall not listen. And then it says, and finish reading.
That my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt.
That's what the Most High was doing. He was saying that his wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt, man. The Most High, he was setting all this up to show the children of Israel how powerful the Lord was, and more important, how powerful these other wicked nations were, these Hamites and all these Pharaoh, which means king, to show the Hamites that you just don't come just to take my children. So the Most High was getting ready to bring us out during the Passover, and that's what this is right now. Matter of fact, the end of the Passover, we just had a glorious Passover in Cocoa Beach, Florida, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and then he's kicking it. We getting ready to kick. They get ready. The Most High is getting ready to take hold of Pharaoh here and just give him a swift kick.
Right.
and the Feast of Unleavened Bread is what we're getting ready to have a feast at the end of to commemorate that glorious event. How we're going to get out of this Passover, man. I mean, get out of the land of Egypt with the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread there. Finish reading there, verse 10.
Verse 10. Mm-hmm. And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh.
Right.
And the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart.
Right.
So that he would not let the children of Israel go out of his land.
He hardened his heart, made his mind stubborn, made his mind just like you see these wicked nations out here. They won't let us go, man. That's why that's what they see us out in the street when he hardened Pharaoh's heart, man. So he wouldn't what? Harden Pharaoh's heart, harden his mind, right?
Come.
Finish reading.
Harden Pharaoh's heart so that he would not let the children of Israel go out of his land.
So he would not let the children of Israel go out of the land. So the Most High was doing this to multiply his wonders in the land, man. Right. That's what the Most High was showing you. That you don't sit up here and just take a people and subjugate them, just like the wicked America here. Just America here is nothing but a repeat of which this is Babylon, spiritually called what? Egypt. And this place right here is the same thing as what, instead of the Hamites doing about it, you have the wicked what? Edomites. Right. And all these other nations in Psalms 83, that's what we just got through reading, sitting up here doing havoc to the land up here, and it's got us in here like servants and slaves, man. Right. And we're going to pick up on verse 12. Sir, yeah, okay. Read for me Bob Kashab, verse 12 here, because we're gonna show you how the Most High came up with the had us doing the Passover, verse 12.
Exodus 12:1.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord spake unto Moses
Right.
and Aaron in the land of Egypt,
Right.
saying,
Uh-huh.
This month shall be unto you.
This what?
Month.
This what?
Month.
This month shall be unto you what?
The beginning of month.
I thought January 1st was the beginning of the month.
Right.
It ain't, is it? So the beginning of months is what? Read that again.
This month shall be unto you. So like shall be unto you the beginning of
The
month.
Most High letting you know right here. Let the children of Israel know, man, that the beginning of months, you know, it ain't no wintertime, January 1st. If you do New Year's Day out there wickedly, then you are part of the problem. The Most High said the beginning of months is right here in the Exodus of Egypt. We just had the beginning of months in the Passover, man.
Right.
So that marks and commemorates the actual beginning of the month. In other words, the new year is what? Right now, during the Passover, man. That's the season, man. Not January 1st. That's idol worship, man. All these holidays, Halloween, whatever day, all these days. What's that day? 420, all of them.
Right.
Halloween and Thanksgiving and the wickedness, man. That's what these people do out here, man. They just make up their own day.
Right.
Esau make up his own day. Hamites make up their own day. What else? These fake Jews make up their own day.
Right.
You know, thinking they some sort of Jews, man. You know, who's the real Jews? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The
That's
Most
right.
High saying, read that again for me, verse 2.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
This month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
Yeah, finish reading.
It shall be the first month,
The second.
the first,
The third.
the first,
The fifth.
the first,
What does the Bible say it should be what?
the first month.
The first month, man. The first month. So you can't be no more clear than that. In Exodus 12, second chapter, it said, this shall be the first month of you for what?
First month of the year.
Of the year, man. So if this is the first month of the year, where they get the ball dropping down in Times Square talking about, anxiety. These people getting drunk for nothing.
Right.
And say they messing up some good wine, ain't it?
Yeah.
But nothing, man. See, but all because this is the way they want to celebrate and go against the Most High, man. And then we got our people sitting up here in these churches, wicked churches up in here, man, led by our wicked leaders,
Right.
our Gates language, and they sitting up there, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Then they following it, man. Then them same people go around and eat a slab of pork. Am I right? Smoke all the dope they can find,
Right.
and talking about this is the new year. And all you got to do is open up the Bible. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you 1 penny to open up this Bible. And the Bible's out there all day long, sir. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Only time it costs you anything is if you're in a Christian church.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right, sir. The Christian church, they charge you, man. They bring the baskets up and slap grandma and say, you ain't put enough in here. So that the Christian church sitting up here talking about, man, this the first of the year. You got to pay for this information.
Right.
And the wicked pastor sitting up here passing down wickedness, man.
Right.
That's and all because they're led by wicked Esau and his holidays, man.
Right.
Right.
Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
They led by Esau and their holidays instead of sitting up here and the Most High said, this month shall be unto the beginning of months, man. It shall be the first month of the year to you. You can't be no more clear. That's why in the Isupk and the Commander General Yohana, we know what the first month is.
Right.
We don't sit there and try to go back January 1st and think we got something.
Right.
We ain't got nothing. And on these wicked churches, you see a person going to church, man, tell them, man, get them out of there, man.
Man, right.
Come on out of there. Come on in Isupk, man. Under Commander General Yohana, so you'll know. A real leader under Israel that take the children of Israel and teach them, man.
Right.
That's the real thing. And what does it say, verse 3?
Verse 3.
Uh-huh.
Speak ye unto all the congregation
All of the congregation of who?
of Israel,
Right.
saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb.
Right. Did we not have Passover lamb?
Right.
Down there feasted, man, under Commander General Yohana, all the feast, man, and then we went through our academies, man. Hey, listen, we had a wonderful, glorious time down there, man. you know, there's fireworks. I mean, listen, we celebrate it like the Bible says. It says in the first month, and in how many days? The 10th day, right?
Right.
Ashura, right? Ashura, right? The 10th day of the month, right? Kadash. Finish reading. 10th day of the month.
They shall take to them every man a lamb.
Every man a lamb. Finish reading.
According to the house of their father.
Uh-huh.
A lamb for in house.
Uh-huh. According to the house of the father, right? Finish reading.
And if the household be too little for the lamb.
What are they saying right there? If the household be too little for the lamb. What are they saying right there?
So like,
Go ahead.
if you don't have any room, you know, inside your house.
Well, if it be too little for the lamb, in other words, if your household, you got 20 people in your house, and you got a lamb, it ain't enough lamb to eat,
Right.
to roast. That's what this is saying, right?
All right.
And you got enough lamb to eat. It says, finish reading for me, Baba Kashab.
Let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the numbers of the soul.
See what I'm saying? To the number of the souls. So according to the number, if you got 2 verses 20, in other words, they believed in brotherhood.
Right.
They believed in sharing. That's what this is saying right here. Start over again, verse 4. Read that for me, Baba Kashab.
Okay.
Sorry.
And if the household be too little
Right.
for the lamb,
Right.
let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls.
According to the number, finish reading.
Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb.
Every man according to his eating. The man got a big family, and he gonna need some lambs, unblemished, unspotted, right?
Right.
That's what that means. You know, unblemished, unspotted lamb. In other words, make sure every household has enough of that good old roasted lamb where they put all them herbs and seasonings in the side and in the back. I taste that lamb down there, man. I tell you, it was off the chain, man. It was right, and that's what the Most High wants you to do. That's why you know you gotta clean. See. We ain't like these wicked camps, man, where they go around making macaroni and cheese, cornbread with leaven and collard greens, choke it off and strangle it off or something that the Most High never told you. The Most High said, unblemished lamb, unleavened bread, bitter herbs. Did it not?
Right.
And some wine, man. That's what you have to do, sir. You're gonna
I'm gonna let y'all finish.
Okay,
I'll come back about
come, sir. Come. And then it's finished reading for him. Where you at? Verse 5? Uh-huh.
Verse 5.
Right.
Your land shall be without blemish.
Without blemish. And what does that mean, without blemish? What is he saying? Where?
It should be the best of the best.
Best of the best. Exactly right. With no what? No spots?
No spots,
Right.
stars, nothing.
Your first fruit, right?
Okay.
That's that lamb. That's like if you pull that prized possession lamb right over there, right?
Right.
Because the lamb gonna come to slaughter. It about let you cut his throat anyway as soon as you can grab him.
Right.
So finish reading that verse 5. I'm sorry. Bible.
A male of the first year, ye shall take it out from sheep or from the goats.
A male of the first year, female.
Male,
So a male of the second year.
first.
The Bible says a male of the first year. In other words, when the Most High says something, you do exactly what he says. And that's the problem with a lot of our hard-headed, stiff-necked of our people. You know, they think that they can go and just do what they want. And especially up here in these wicked T.D. Jakes think he can go and just do what he wants.
Right.
You know, instead of sitting up here coming Isupk and fighting under Commander General Yohana, he want to make all the money he want, and instead of sitting up here trying to figure out how to keep this Passover, man, and how to do it right. There's only one commemoration of how we got out of Egypt, man, and where this Bible is found right here.
Right.
How they coming up here? What Passover do they got? And these wicked other camps out here, what Passover they got eating macaroni and cheese? Huh? You see what I'm saying? A male of the what year?
First,
The first year. Finish reading.
ye shall take it out from the sheep
Right.
or from the goats.
Take it out. What does that mean? You say take it out. Go ahead. Anybody?
Get the first one from amongst the rest of them.
From amongst. That's the word I was looking for. From amongst. And what means to separate, right?
Okay.
And that's what's the Most High. Take it out from the sheep and from the goat. In other words, you said, don't let him stay there with him. Take it out. Take it out. And that's just how the Most High treats us. What does he tell us to do? To separate from all these people up in here?
Come.
All these other nations. The Most High say, separate from them. But dog, man, separate. Get yourself holy, man. Quadash. You know, separate yourself. Take it out. In other words, he was trying to make this lamb holy. Take it out from amongst the sheep and the goats, right? Okay. That way you can make sure that you got the first blemish. Now, and this is Most High setting this Passover up for, man. That's what we just had. Right. And that's what the Most High knows what he's doing. Take it out from among these sheep, man, right, and these goats, right? Verse 6, finish reading from me, Baba Shah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Verse 6, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day.
What do you mean keep it up? Come on, talk to me. What does it mean keep it up? Go ahead.
Like maintain it?
Maintain it, exactly right. That's not what I do. Exactly right. To maintain it. Now how you going to maintain it? In other words, finish reading. Verse 6.
Until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
In the morning.
Evening.
In the afternoon.
Evening.
The Bible says in the evening. That's exactly what we did under command of Johanna during the Passover. Did we not?
Right.
The Bible says shall kill it in the evening, man. That's in other words, the Most High take that best lamb, man. Take it. How many lambs you need for each household, did it not?
Right.
See, the Bible is giving the prescription on that 14th day. It didn't say the 16th day, did it? Right. It said the 14th day of the same month, right? And the whole assembly, half the assembly, it said the whole assembly, did it not?
Right. Right.
The whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening, right?
Right.
Okay, finish reading for me. We got one more verse, right? Verse 7. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And they shall take of the blood,
right,
and strike it on the side post and on the upper door post of the houses.
When it says, what does this mean right here? What are they saying right here in verse 7? Read that for me again, Baba Kajal.
Come on. Verse 7. And they shall take of the blood,
right,
and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door,
right,
post of the houses.
Right, right. Did it say strike it under the bottom doorpost? What did it say on the strike it on the side post? Did it not?
Okay.
These are instructions, man.
That's right.
These are instructions. You have to do it exactly right. Right? Strike it on the side post and what else? The upper doorpost.
Come.
Right. The Most High means in of the houses, right? Wherein they shall eat. In other words, he's not talking about eating the blood. He's just saying take the blood to drain that lamb of that blood. And what do you do with that blood? You strike it on the sides of the doorpost. Because the Most High is getting ready to do something miraculous here, man. When the Most High gives us an order, man, that's what we have to do. He don't mean when you got an official order, man, coming from the Most High. You know, we believe in rank and order up in here, man. The Most High gives you an order, and you do that. That's what this is saying. I mean, if you did something differently right here, you will know it. If not, die.
Right.
That's what it is. When you see these churches out here, man, full up with our people, man, they doing something different. They going out here eating pork and what else, man? Smoking dope and women going out giving their bodies up, man, and doing some of everything, man, wickedly, and not really doing what the Most High says. That's equivalent to not following an order. Right. You know, and these women should be up under their husband. That's their first order. Am I right? Right. So why they out here coming out all night long at the bar, you know, coming in, smoking cigarettes, smoking za, you know, and sitting up here talking about, I'm holy. You ain't holy. I'm sorry, I don't want to say that. Get yourself up out of these churches, man, get in the Isupk. Baby girl, put your head wrap on, baby girl. And they shall take it. Read that verse 7 for me again. Let's follow these instructions, man, because that's what the Most High wants us to do. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 7. And they shall take of the blood.
Right.
And strike it on the two side posts.
Right.
And on the upper doorpost of the houses.
Right.
Wherein they shall eat.
In other words, you're going to eat this lamb, take the blood. Always drain that blood out of that lamb. And then in this particular case, this was a special Passover, man. Right. This was what the Most High wanted us to do. You know, this is what he wanted us to do. Now, where we at now? We going back to the next verse. Okay, we're going to go back to the Next verses there. What we going 8 through what?
8 to 14.
8 to 14. Let him lead it. 8 to 14. Okay. Come. We're gonna have a marching. Okay. So I'll do this.
Give them brothers a hand, man. Right down the top of the service. All right, so look. Go sit down, man.
Come down, sir.
Is that fresh on the bread?
Sir.
Is that fresh on the bread?
Yes, come, sir. That water over there, sir.
Trying to make sure everybody get a piece of that.
Yeah, give everybody
You can get them a piece of that little bread.
come, sir.
It's gonna be fresh. One of them tortillas.
Get your.
I take one. You want me to cook it? Select it. What were we located?
We're doing the next Hebrew verses, sir. Verse 8,
All right, come.
12, and 8, sir.
12 and 8.
Come, sir.
In Exodus.
Exodus, sir.
All right, we're in the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 8. We're going to start in the Hebrew.
Exodus 12, verse 8. Wa'a kalawa. Af. Haba. Habashar. Bala. Yalla. Azah. Taza. Laya. Ash. Wama. Taza. Wath. Al. Mara, Rayam, Ya'a, Kala, Hawa. Verse 9. Al, Ta'a, Kalawa, Nama, Nawa, Na'a, Waba, Wabasha. Maba, Sha, Oma, Wam, Kaya, Taza, Laya, Ash, Ra'a, Shawa, Al, Kara, Ayawa, Wa'al, Para, Wawa. Verse 10. Wala, Wala'a. Tawa, Thaya, Wawa. Mama, Nawa. Aid. Bakwar, Bakar. Waha, Nathar. Mama, Nawa. Aid. Bakar. Ba'ash, the Shah Pawa. Exodus 10, verse 11.
Read to 15.
Okay. Waka, ka, the kalawa. Atawa. Ta naya kam. Baga rawa. Naai la ya kam. Bara galaya kam. Wama kwala kam. Baya to come. Wa'a kala kam. Atawa. Baka paza wak Isupk Hawa Laya Hawa. Verse 12. Wa'ai Bara Thaya Ba'a Mataza Rayam Bala Yalla Haza Wa'a Kayata Daya Ka Baka Baka War Ba'a Mataza Rayam Ba'a Dam Wa'ai Ba'a Ba'ama Waba Wabaka Allah Alaya Mataza Riyam Aisha Shapar Tayam Anad Yahweh. Verse 13. Waha Ya Hadam Lakam La'a Da Lata La'a Al Haba Tayam Ashar Atham Sham Wara Ayathaya Ath Adam Wapa Sakathaya Allah Come Wala'a Yahweh Become Nagap Lama Shaka Yata Yakath Yatha Baha Kathaya Ba'a Rataza Matazaria. Verse 14. Waha Ya Hayawam Hazak Lakam Hazak Kara
Lazar Kara one.
Kara Waka Gatham Atawa the dog Ka Kaga Laya Hawa Lada Rata Yakam Kokwath Iwa Thumb Thaka Gahawa. Verse 15. Shaba Itha Wama Yam Mataza Wath Tha'a Kalawa Ara Baya Wam Hara Asha Wak the Shah Baya the Wak Shar Sabah Thaya Kam Kaya Kamataza Wana Kara Hana Pash. Haha Wa'a. The Yasha Al. Maya Wam. Hara Ashak. Ashan. It's like it. Aid. Yawam. At the end. Asha. But Ayah.
Okay. That's it.
See, I know there's a lot of people tuning into the class, but what this brother's doing right here is he's speaking ancient Hebrew.
Right.
That's what he's doing. We go back into the Hebrew, and that's what this brother's doing. That's why, to have a skill like this, it takes a lot. And only here in the Isupk when you learn how to speak the ancient Hebrew, the language that our forefathers spoke before we came out slave ships.
That's right.
And that's what we're doing here. This is what Sabbath service is.
God.
We do the same thing that our forefathers did. And what the CHAAZAQ just did, this brother right here is a trooper who's coming up heavy into the school.
Right.
He was speaking Paleo. He's speaking Hebrew.
Right.
All right, so like we can go ahead and go to the English.
Come, sir. Verse Exodus 12 and 8.
All right, so now we in the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 8.
Okay.
Now, CHAAZAQ SHAPAR was telling you what was going on in Egypt during the time of us beginning to come out of the Passover, coming out of our Egyptian captivity. Like he said, we just celebrated the Passover last week down in Cocoa Beach, Florida, which was truly amazing, man.
Okay.
Which was truly amazing. Get a Lord a hand for that, man, for General Yohana, man. You know what I'm saying? And the generals and the captains, man, the officers, the brothers and the sisters for the Passover, man. That was truly a glorious event.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we celebrated the Passover last year, and we're going to show you, right now we're showing you where the Passover came from.
Come, sir. Verse 8, Exodus 12 and 8 out of the English. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread.
Right.
And
Salaki, can we start at the beginning? Salaki.
verse 12?
Come.
Okay, come. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying.
In the land of where?
Land of Egypt, saying.
So we were in the land of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? In Africa. In the land of Egypt. Because you ask anybody right now, where's Egypt at? It's in Africa. Go ahead.
In the land of Egypt, saying, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
Right, this is the beginning of months. Just like CHAAZAQ SHAPAR told you earlier, he said the beginning of months is not at January the 1st, like
Right.
America loves. In our actuality, January the 1st and December the 31st is actually a Roman and Greek custom that they kept.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of their customs that they kept.
Right.
And they were the ones who celebrated New Year's. I appreciate that. They were the ones who celebrated New Year's. You know what I'm saying? They were the ones who believed the beginning of the year was in the dead of winter when everything was dead.
Right.
The Lord was the one who told the children of Israel, which are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians,
Right.
that the Passover, the beginning of our year, was at this time.
Right.
You got it up.
Now, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
Right. We just celebrated that last year, last
right.
week. The Passover, that was our beginning of the year. Right. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 3, speak unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb.
Every who?
Every man a lamb.
Every man. Go ahead.
According to the house of their fathers. A lamb for an house. Verse 4. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls.
Right. And this is brotherhood.
Concert.
This is showing you how not to be selfish.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a problem that plagues the black community.
That's right.
we have begun to be selfish because we have learned that custom from these heathens.
Right.
When the Lord is showing us brotherhood, He's showing you if you got too much, share it with the person next door to you.
That's right.
That brother, man, he might have a lot of children, man. You share it with him.
Sir.
And this is the beginning of how we started to build our nation. The Lord was showing us how to have brotherhood with each other and sisterhood. And showing us how not to be selfish, like your church. Your pastor got a freezer full of food. He won't give you one chicken leg. He won't give you one.
That's right.
He gonna give you what he got donated. He ain't gonna give you the good stuff. He gonna give you what got donated. He got steaks.
Right.
You know he got them swimps. Lobster, everything. What you shouldn't be eating anyway. You shouldn't be eating lobster. You got it,
Yeah, calm down, sir. If I could add on this, sir, what you're saying is so glorious. And also that pastor, he give you freezer burn food, man. And it's like I've seen that before. It's like he got the best of it. Y'all take this. This been here for about 2 weeks. I mean, you know, what what's happened to your first fruit, man? You know.
That's heavy you said that. I've been one of the brothers who got the freezer burn food before. I've been there. I can attest to that. That is a true statement.
Supposed to give you that first, give you that best, man. I mean, you know, we go over some of the brothers' houses, man, and we go to some of the brother houses here and where we are, man. We get that glorious first fruit, man. That's what I like about it. Our brothers up here know how to do that brotherhood, man. They give you that first fruit. You know, we just you know what I'm saying. They give you the best.
Right.
Not them freezer burn stuff, shit. Stuff that he don't want, shit.
When the last time your pastor went to the store and bought food and cooked for everybody?
Never.
You got it out.
Your lamb shall be. Also, sir, this is saying, you notice back then how we lived when it says, let him and his neighbor next unto his house.
And that's a perfect precept for people.
Come, sir.
That's what people who think neighbor means everybody.
Right.
This neighbor were Israelites.
Come.
And it's still even to this day.
Come.
Your neighbor is an Israelite.
Come, sir.
When we were coming out of the land of Egypt, that Egyptian was not your neighbor.
Right.
That neighbor was your brother. And that's when it says, love thy, you know what scripture it is that talks about the neighbor? I can't think off the top of the head.
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Come, sir.
When it says that in the scriptures, it's talking about your brother.
With this.
It ain't talking about Carl next door who hates you, but he lets you come watch baseball in the basement with him.
Right.
In his garage. You can't come in the house. I gotta use the bathroom, Carl. My wife's in there. You gotta go back to your house. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
That's a heavy precept on there because the water up.
Come, sir. Verse 5. Exodus 12:5. Your lamb shall be without blemish.
Your lamb should be what?
Without blemish.
Like as I said, your pastor gonna give you that freezer burn chicken. If he gives you lamb, something it has to be old.
Oh wow.
If he give you anything good, like what's this? Oh, that's steak. That means the date of it has went out.
Right.
You got it out.
Your lamb should be without blemish, a male of the first year.
Right. A male lamb. Imagine how good that lamb is. The first year of that lamb's life, that's what you had to go slaughter.
Wow.
Imagine how good that lamb was. It only had been alive for a year.
Sir.
It wasn't that old lamb that attacks everybody. It was that fresh, just now getting off his mother's milk lamb.
That's right, sir.
Delicious. And we cause I said, we had lamb at the Passover that was so good, I felt my feet coming off the ground. I started to levitate.
Come, sir.
And that unleavened bread, good night. Come on, you got it out.
Come, sir. Blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep.
Right. You should take it from among the sheep, because what does a lamb turn to when it gets older? It turns to a sheep.
That's right.
So this is a baby. This is a baby sheep.
Come, sir.
You got it out.
From the sheep and from the goats.
And from what?
From the goats.
It's being divided from the goats and the sheep. Go ahead.
Come, sir. And it shall keep, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month.
Right. And the 14th day of the same month, you know, you got 14 days to Let that lamb get right. Stuff that mother. Stuff him. Give him the best.
That's right, sir.
Give him the best barley you could find, the best hay.
That's what
I seen the devil. I met a devil. He had like a little farm. I wish I can go back out there and meet him, but I might have ruined things with that. You know, he didn't like what I believed in, what we believe in. But he is the devil. The Bible speaks of.
That's right.
But he had sheep and lamb that he was feeding. Like when they wanted to slaughter him, he would give them specific type of hay. And the hay had honey oats in it. It had sage, rosemary. And he was like, he lets the lamb eat that before they slaughtered, like 2 or 3 weeks before they slaughtered. And I was like, damn. I can imagine how good that lamb is.
Exactly, sir.
You got it out.
Come on, sir. And you shall keep it up the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel.
The who?
The whole assembly.
The who?
The whole assembly.
Not your fake Israelite group keeping Passover over across, state somewhere. The whole nation of Israel kept the Passover together. And if you were not at Cocoa Beach, Florida, and you were trying to celebrate your own Passover with your own fake Israelite group, you went against the Lord, man.
That's right.
You went against the Lord. Your Passover should not be on a different day.
That's right.
I seen a brother in the fake Israelite group tell me, he was like, Shalom, y'all kept the Passover yet? I said, no, the Passover is next week. He was like, we already celebrated ours. I said, good night. Brother, Lord be with you and everybody in that fake organization. Sir. And we mean that dearly to our heart. Lord be with you.
Right.
Because you're not supposed to be celebrating Passover whenever you feel like it.
Right.
You got it out.
That's right, sir. The 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
And we had that down in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Slaughtering of the lambs. Glorious. We slaughtered them lambs. Go ahead.
Sir. Verse 7. And they shall take the blood and strike it on the 2 side posts and on the upper door of the posts of the houses.
Right. And it's like as I said, this is an order. Go ahead.
Of the houses wherein they shall eat it.
And wherever you ate this lamb at, this is where you're going to strike that blood in. And the reason why the Lord wanted you to strike this blood, he wanted to see if you could take orders. And guess what? Guess what happened if you didn't take the order? Anybody got it? You got it, cause
you didn't take that order and cut you off, sir.
Yeah, right.
You'll be cut off.
Yeah, right. You take this order, you lost your life.
That's right.
This has always been what the Lord has wanted us to do as a nation and people. He's always wanted us to keep his laws, keep what order he gives us. And the orders he gives us now comes out of the Bible with the scriptures and the commandments that he gave us. You got it out.
And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat it not raw, verse 9, sir.
Do what?
Eat it not raw.
We know who likes to get down with that. Esau eat a steak, and it's cooked on the outside, but when you cut in the middle, blood comes out like a fresh stab wound. You got to stab it just to eat it. You got to stab it up. You got to cut the throat on the steak.
Sir.
And let it drain out.
Sir.
You got it out.
Eat it not raw, nor sodden at all with water.
Right. Don't eat it boiled.
Right, sir.
Don't boil this lamb.
Sir.
Cook that thing on there, open fire. Go out there and have your good old cookout. Right. You and your brethren.
Sir.
Imagine how glorious that was during the time of Egypt. When you go out there, you put the blood on the post, but y'all out there congregating with each other, speaking with each other, cooking that lamb on the open fire with your garments on, with the unleavened bread, with your children and your wives there with you. Imagine how glorious that was. Watching your enemies fall at the same time. We did that in Cocoa Beach, Florida.
That's right.
Listen, that was like, that Passover was so glorious, man. I was looking in the sky the whole night. I was like, what? That chariot can pop out at any time.
Damn right.
But the Lord has that day, and no man knows.
That's right, sir.
That's right. Get your feet off it. Little baby. Little baby. Little baby, put cocoa melon on. So like, you got it, Rouse.
Eat it not raw, nor sod it at all with water, but roast with fire. His head and his legs, and the pertinence thereof.
Cook that whole bad boy.
God, sir.
Roasted with the herbs. Good night. I bet that thing was sheesh. You got it out.
It says, if I can say, sir,
Okay.
the pertinence thereof. That means everything that pertained to that sucker.
Yeah.
That he said, roast these things in there.
Right.
The gall, the calf, live it roasted.
You gonna eat that
You
night?
gonna eat that, yes, sir. Sir. And verse 10, sir.
Come.
And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. And that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire.
That was an order also.
That's right, sir.
Burn it all with fire.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it's any type of food left over, get rid of it.
Come, sir.
That was an order also. You know what I'm saying? Don't be one of the type like, we got a little lamb. I'm just gonna take a little piece with me in the morning
Come, sir.
and just roll out with it. The Lord said, get rid of everything in the morning.
Come, sir.
You got it out.
Verse 11. And this shall ye eat. Slack it. And thus shall ye eat of it. With your loins girded.
With what?
With your loins girded.
Ain't that what we did at the Passover?
Come, sir.
Just like pick them up. Ain't that what we did at the Passover?
Come, sir.
We ate that lamb with our loins girded, man. Go ahead.
Your loins girded, your shoes on your feet.
With what?
Your shoes on your feet.
It wasn't not that with the thong sandals on like some of you Israelites, fake Israelites. They had them with the thong sandals and your what's those things they be wearing with the tassels on it? They got the tassels on their head.
Bang.
We didn't do that. We had our shoes on our feet.
That's right. That's right, sir. Shoes on your feet and your staff in your hand. And ye shall eat it in haste.
You should what?
Eat it in haste.
Yeah, you didn't get to enjoy it. You didn't get to enjoy it with Yahuwah. You know, with Yahuwah sitting down with your family, y'all singing songs and eating macaroni and cheese with the lamb. Good night. What the hell is that?
Oh, Lord.
It sounds like supper. Sounds like dinner. Y'all over there eating lamb with macaroni and cheese and cornbread and damn, they probably had cornbread. Huh?
Probably did, sir. Strangled with sloppy, sir.
Go ahead.
Strangled with collard greens to wash it down. Strangled. Ignorant.
You got it, huh?
And you shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover.
It is what?
The Lord's Passover.
That's the Lord's Passover right there, man.
I'm a con, sir.
That's the Lord's Passover. This is all a remembrance of the Lord's Passover. So everything that we did last week in Cocoa Beach, Florida, that was the Lord's Passover.
That's right.
That was it. Everything we did was the Lord's Passover. Go ahead.
I'm a con. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night.
For I will do what?
I will pass through the land of Egypt this night.
The Lord was letting us know He's going to come through the land of Egypt this night. He's going to pass through. Go ahead.
And I will smite all the firstborn.
I will do what?
Smite all the
The
firstborn.
Lord said He was going to kill all the firstborn. Go ahead.
In the land of Egypt.
And where?
In the land of Egypt.
Remember this, we were separated from the Egyptians. Hey, give him a bottle. Give him a bottle. Yeah, we were in the land of Goshen, and the Egyptians were in the land of Egypt. Notice the Lord didn't say, I'm going to pass through the land of Goshen.
That's right.
He said, I'm going to pass through the land of Egypt.
All right, sir.
And I'm going to smite all the firstborn. What does the word smite mean? I seen a Jewish man say, I'm going to smite your hand, and he slapped his son's hand. I was like, good night. Gayest thing I seen. Besides out of them purple cats. You got it out.
You want to say?
Yeah, come. Smite means to kill.
Smite means what?
To kill.
Smite means the what?
To kill.
The Lord ain't all 11 like you think, Christians. The
Yeah,
Lord
right.
does not love everybody.
That's right.
He's not a homosexual.
That's
Homosexuals love everybody. And everything. And anything. all. What's the LGBTQ community thing? We accept whatever. We come as whatever. That's the church same thing. Come on, but listen, man. The Lord does not love everybody.
That's right.
Why did the Lord kill the Egyptians? Does anybody know why did the Lord kill the Egyptians? I appreciate it. Go on. Come on, you got it,
Because they worship other gods, did abominable things, and more importantly, had our people in captivity.
That's it. All of those things are the reason why the Lord wanted to kill the Egyptians, man, why he killed them. Because they were doing horrible things to his children.
Right.
And like any good father, if somebody does harm to your children, you're going to retaliate.
Right.
You're going to retaliate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody hurts your child, of course you're going to want to kill them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord did to these Egyptians. Like, what y'all don't understand is, because I said this earlier, it was so heavy. America is modern day Egypt.
Damn right.
Everything the Egyptians were doing, they're doing the same thing now here in America.
That's right.
But worse.
Right.
Everything that they did in Babylon, they do here in America.
Damn right.
But worse. Just like we were slaves in Egypt, we're slaves in America all again. Little baby.
That's right.
Sit them up. Everything that they're doing in America, they did in Egypt, man. Had us in slavery, police brutality. You know, the Egyptians were big on homosexuality.
Damn.
One thing that they did also, a custom of theirs was when they would go to war with certain people to humiliate the man, they thought it was good if you raped him.
Man.
They thought it was good to rape a man if you conquered him in war. For what reason? I have no idea.
God, Lord.
I don't think it's anything manly about that. I think taking his life in war is better rather than take his rectum.
That's why he had to slap them.
You got
That's
it.
why he had to. That's why he had to destroy them. Destroy them Hamites, man. They're nasty, wicked, abominable, man, and God, you know.
And too much ain't changed now. They over there cutting the clitoris off their daughter, the clitoris off their daughters over there. Good night. What the hell?
I read a sloppy sir, if I may.
Go ahead, you got it.
I saw on TV once, man. They had a guy. He was in prison. They was bringing him up on charges, and the charges was because they had found this man that went inside a farm and was raping one of the sheep or goat. I think it was one of the goats, African Hamite, in that country. Can't remember which one it is, but I saw that. It's been about a year ago, a while back.
I don't even know why they charge him. They know they do the same thing. Why y'all charging him? Y'all sick bastards. Y'all just mad. Y'all mad because he got caught.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Don't buy a lamb from a Hamite. That's the lesson. Don't buy a lamb from. You buy that lamb. I couldn't buy food from a Hamite African, like a Hamite market or anything like that. God knows what they don't did to their food.
Oh,
they pick it with their feet.
Probably they probably had to make a law against it because all their people were doing it right over the square or whatever. And then they finally caught another guy doing it. They brought him up on charges. That's what I saw.
And they taking that to the farm market.
Yikes! Just wicked, man.
You got it up.
I will concert. For I will pass through the land of Egypt that night, verse 12, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
The Most High said he was going to kill all the firstborn in the land of Egypt. Think about how many people died in the land of Egypt. Imagine if the Lord came through and did that in America. Killed all the firstborn of our enemies, man.
Right.
Imagine how many people would be dead, man. That's every family, the firstborn, that would die. Go ahead up. You got something to say up?
No.
Okay, Kyle, you got it.
I'm concerned. Smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast.
Both what?
Man and beast.
God damn, not only is he going to kill the man, he's going to kill the beast too.
God.
The firstborn of a cow is dropping dead out there. The firstborn of a goat is dropping dead out there in the land of Egypt, man.
I'm concerned.
Like, imagine when them people woke up, you come outside, people dead in your house, and then you come outside, your animals dead in your damn yard.
Man.
Dead in your yard. Like, Think about that vision. Think about how the Egyptians felt. At that time, in that moment, the Egyptians understood what it felt like to be an Israelite back then. Because they were oppressing our people so much that they didn't even take the time to see the destruction that they were causing our people. But when the Lord started to put that same type of pressure and pain on them, then they started to understand.
That's right.
Then they started to realize this is what this oppression feels like.
Right.
You got it up.
Both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt.
Against what?
All the gods of Egypt.
Guess what? The Egyptians had multiple gods.
That's right.
No different than America. Guess what America has? Multiple gods. Then how do they get you to worship these gods? By giving you certain holidays and traditions that they keep.
Right.
Your Mother's Day.
Right.
I don't know. I'm gonna look into Father's Day because I want to find out if that's a tradition that they had back then. But I highly doubt it. But who knows?
Right.
Because one thing about these heathens, they give two craps about the Father.
That's right.
So all of your traditions that you keep in America, those go back to the worship of ancient Romans, ancient Greeks, ancient Egyptians, and Babylonian gods.
Right.
You know, in Egypt, they had more than one god. They had a god that they worshiped that had an alligator head. One had a dog head. I remember one brother telling me, he was like, yeah, you know, that dog head is when you reach a certain level of godliness. I was like, damn, your head gonna turn to a dog? What, you gonna power up? Come on, man, stupidity.
Wow.
You got it out.
Common concert. What was that?
12.
Verse 12. Slock, sir. Both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment.
I will what?
I will execute judgment.
What does it mean to execute?
So,
Can we get a definition on it? Like,
common concert.
kind of slack about the shot.
Definition of that. To execute. Slock, sir.
Nah, you 12.
Let's see. You say execute, sir?
Come.
Okay, common concert. Execute. Definition of execute. Having power to put plans, actions, or laws into effect.
That's what the Lord did. He put things in effect for judgment against these Egyptians, man. That's what he did, man. The Lord put things in effect for judgment. And all of that, when you seen the firstborn of them getting killed, that was him setting things up for the judgment against the Egyptians, man. And that's what you're seeing happening right now. The Most High is about to execute judgment on America. And listen, you do not want to be a partaker in that judgment. Because what's going to happen in America is going to be far more worse than what happened in Egypt. We're telling you right now what the Lord did in Egypt. The Lord killed all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both male and beast.
Right.
And he plagued them also with all type of plagues. It sounds horrific, and it truly is. But think about what he's going to do in this earth now. Think about what he's doing now. Like we was talking about this yesterday, about how the Most High plagued America with a cough. You couldn't even see the virus. Could anybody, like at least when somebody got a gun, you could kind of run off and defend yourself. But the Most High hit it with COVID-19.
Right.
Where you couldn't even see it. People do this right here. You running.
Right.
You got to shut down buildings. A cough. A cough.
That's right, sir.
That's going to be recorded in the history now.
Common concert.
You got it. You want to say something?
No, sir.
Okay, come. The Lord shut down America with a cough.
Right.
A cough messed up the banks.
That's right.
A cough shut down your bars. A cough made them shut down their jobs, man.
Concert.
You know how many times people don't been coughing? This is how you know that COVID-19 was a plague. Those coughs were killing the pastors in these churches.
That's right.
I don't see how people don't talk about that no more. They don't talk about all of those pastors. Good. Hold him. Just hold him. He was quiet. Just hold him. They don't talk about that, about how many of those pastors died during the time of COVID-19. It was one pastor who had the audacity to open his mouth and say, Salaki. You can take this, bro.
And I will execute judgment. I am the Most High. You know. Verse 13. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I shall pass over you. When I see the blood, I shall pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you.
Salaki about that. Can you go back and read that again?
Come, sir. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am Yahweh.
All right, I am the Lord, man.
Come, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. And the blood shall be unto you for a token.
And the blood should be what?
For a token.
What is a token? Can we get the definition of that as well? Salaki, we real big on definition because we like to make sure we're very specific on what we're teaching our brothers and sisters.
Right.
This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. This isn't your church. Pastor make up everything as he go. See, the Lord Jesus, the Lord Jesus Christ. Christ said in the book of Ezekiel, page 39, chapter 55, I am the Lord.
I heard some of them say in the book of Job.
Damn.
I've heard that before.
The book of Job.
The book of Job.
He's letting you know that because that's what he wants you to get. In the book of Job, what you sorry niggas need.
The definition of the word token: a thing serving as a visible or tangible representation of a fact.
All right. This was a visible representation of a fact. Mm-hmm. And guess what that fact was? That you took the order that the Lord gave you. Mm-hmm. If this blood was on your door, guess what? Oh, you were true to what the Lord told you to do. And if you didn't have that blood on your door, you didn't listen.
That's right.
You did not listen and take the order. You got it out.
Come, sir.
The water too, I appreciate it.
Come, sir. Let's see. As a token, let's see. And the blood, verse 13. And the blood shall be unto you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood,
when I what?
When I see the blood, I will pass over you.
Guess what? The Lord was going to pass over you if he seen that blood. Because guess what? You listen. You had to say something?
No, sir.
And that's the Lord's Passover. Everything that we just listened to you was the Lord's Passover. It's the day that we went and had unleavened bread, we had lamb, and it's also the day where the Lord slaughtered our enemies, man. And those of our people who didn't want to listen as well. Those who didn't want to listen, you got killed too. You got killed too. You didn't want to take the order the Lord told you to do?
That's right.
You got killed too.
That's right.
Go ahead, you got it.
I will pass over you and the plague shall not be upon you.
The what?
The plague shall not be upon you.
Yeah, that's how you know that death, things that were happening in the land of Egypt, these were plagues by the Lord, man. This was his last plague. That's right. This was the Lord's last plague. Go ahead.
The plague shall not be upon you to destroy you.
To do what?
To destroy you.
This plague was going to destroy you, and that's what the Lord's plague has been doing in America.
Right.
They're destroying this land called America, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
When I smite the land of Egypt.
When I do what?
When I smite the land of Egypt.
And the Lord was going to put death and destruction in the land of Egypt, man.
Come, sir.
That's what happened in the land of Egypt. Go ahead.
At verse 14. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial.
This day should be a what?
A memorial.
Wasn't that a memorial for us last week in Cocoa Beach, Florida?
That's right.
Your Christian pastor, they don't even know what the hell the Passover is. They got what are they doing in the church? I guarantee you, sooner or later you're gonna start seeing Christian churches starting to keep the Passover.
That's right.
They're gonna try to keep it because what we teach in this school, man, is gonna start to run them off. And the only way they're gonna be able to keep their money at flow is if they start to adapt to things.
Right.
Just like how they adapted to homosexuality.
Right.
Just like they adapted to people smoking weed. Send your sister to get it. It might need a vacuum. Just get this to him.
And that's heavy that you say that too, sir. Because once they start adapting this Passover, that don't mean they're gonna drop Easter. They're gonna try to keep every holiday in each corner of funds to come in their pocket. They're gonna try to accommodate everybody.
Damn right. Damn right. Give a shout out like that. He's right. He said just because they start to celebrate the Passover don't mean they're gonna get rid of Easter. You're gonna be eating unleavened bread with a boiled egg in the middle of it. We're trying to keep this alive, y'all. You can take the egg and stick it in the unleavened bread and put the lamb on top. That's what they're gonna have y'all doing in a little bit. You're gonna be out there eating unleavened bread with an Easter egg. They're gonna still try to keep that Easter tradition alive, man. Because they're nothing but soothsayers, man.
Wow.
They do the things that make you feel good in the churches,
Right.
rather than tell the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
You got it up.
And this day shall be unto you a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast unto the Most High throughout your generations.
Do what?
Throughout your generations.
We're supposed to be doing this today, man. Even to this day,
Okay.
we're supposed to be keeping the Passover, man.
That's right, sir.
That's why General Yohana makes sure we keep the Passover each and every year, man. Throughout our generations. And this is what we're teaching our children as well. Make sure you remember the Passover, man. And give it up for all those beautiful children that came to the Passover, man. Because they're going to get older. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to still continue to keep the Passover, man. Just like they seen their fathers do. Just like they seen their mothers do. Just like they seen their parents do. They're going to do the same thing. And this is going to be something that we're going to continue to do, man. Throughout the rest of our life until the Most High destroys this wicked kingdom that we're in right now, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, we at the point where we are at the end, man. You know, everybody's seeing all these priests and prophets in the Isupk on these street corners waking up. It's because we are at the end. You got to remember something. The Lord put the priests and prophets away for a long time.
That's right. Exactly.
You got to remember, after when Peter and Paul when they left, it was no more priests and prophets out there, man. And we're no more priests and prophets. You think about the time span or how long that happened for where we were not there then, all the way up until now, to 1969, where the Most High allowed the priests and prophets to be on the street, man. We're living at a glorious time right now, man, to be an Israelite, man. You get to see things that brothers and sisters haven't seen in decades, man. They didn't get to see the priests and prophets on the street. And a lot of our people, especially in them churches, they take it for granted. They see us on these street corners prophesizing the destruction of our enemies, and they take it for granted. No different than what they did in Rome. No different than what they did with Moses when he was telling our brothers and sisters what was going to happen to the land of Egypt. Oh, that was it on that up.
Let's see. Let's see. Who we at? 8. No, we have to go to 15, sir.
Con. All right, we're going to go back to 15 in the Hebrew.
We still got one more.
Oh, got one more verse?
Yeah.
Okay, Con, you got it.
2 more. Verse 14, and this day shall be unto you a memorial. You shall keep it in the feast of the Lord throughout your generations. Okay. And ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever.
For what?
By an ordinance forever.
You're supposed to do this forever, man.
Sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 15, 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread.
7 days you should do it.
Eat unleavened bread.
That's what we're doing right now, man.
Sir.
We're keeping the feast of unleavened bread. 7 days you're supposed to get any type of products out of your house that has yeast in it. Any bread, any type of items, the flour, self-rising flour, baking soda, get chicken nuggets that got bread in around it. Get all of that stuff out your house, man. It's a sacrifice for you to go in your freezer and throw out all the food that has bread in it.
Sir.
We did that.
Right.
All that chicken and stuff that was in the freezer, chicken nuggets for the kids, we threw it away because that's a small thing to do for our Lord, man.
Damn right.
Half of y'all can't even do that. Your church, it's the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You in there with a bologna sandwich right now as we speak. Texas toast. You over there just slopping it down. Hey, brother, you know it's the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Yeah, that's what y'all do. I don't do that stuff right there.
Wow.
Go ahead, Doc. Enjoy yourself. Go ahead. You got it out.
7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses.
And that's what we did. We took all the leaven out of our houses. And you know what? We eat so much bread, you don't realize how much stuff has yeast in it until the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Your noodles, pasta. A lot of things have yeast in it. And you have to get rid of that stuff, man. Right. This is an order from the Lord, man. Get rid of all that stuff with yeast in it, man. It ain't nothing but 7 days. You know what I'm saying? You got fake Israelite groups that don't even believe in a lot of this stuff, man. You got it up.
For whosoever eateth leaven,
For what?
whosoever eateth leaven,
Go ahead.
bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel.
Damn. You better thank the Lord for your house, Hamashiach, our King and our
Right.
Savior, man. Because guess what? Back then, if you didn't keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread and you got caught eating that grilled cheese or that bologna sandwich with the bread, and you got cut off, man. Imagine you eat a sandwich and they're like, oh, get out. Get out. I just ate a sandwich. Get out. The Lord gave us orders and you didn't do it. Now you cut off from your nation. Because you ate a slice of bread. The Lord is not a joke, man. The Lord is not a joke. He tells you to do something, do it. Don't think about it. The Lord tells you to do it. Don't sit there. You know I could do it this way. All right, go ahead. See what's gonna happen to you. You got it out.
That's it. We gotta go back to Hebrew.
All
Sorry.
right, come. We're gonna go back to the Hebrew.
Verse 16, Hebrew.
16.
It's 12 and 16.
All right, let's see. Exodus 12, verse 16. Wabat Yahweh Yawam. Ara Asha Waka.
That's a hymn.
Oh.
Ra'ashawan. Ra'ashawan.
Ara Ashawan. Makwa Ra'a. Kodash. Waba Rayam. Hasha Baya Aya. Makwa Ra'a. Kodash. Yaha. Ya. Nakam. Ka. Mala. Aka. La'a. Ya'ai. Sha. La'asha. Baham. Ara.
That's a cough. So read that again.
Ak.
There you go.
Ashar. Ya'a. Ya'aka. Laka. Napash. Hawa'a. Laba. Dawa. Ya'ai. Sha. Lakam. Verse 17. Mosha. Maratham. Ama Taza. Wath. Kaya. Ba'ai Taza. Haya. Wam. Hataza. Hawa Taza. Athaya. Ath. Taza. Ba'al. Watha Ya. Ka. Ma'a. Mataza. Mataza Wayam. Masha. Marath Thayam. Thumb. Ath. Haya. Hayawam. Ataza. Hataza. Lada. Rata Yakam. Kakwa. Awa. Awalam. Verse 18.
Bara, Bara, Asha, Ba'a, Rabba, Aha, Aya, Ashar, Yawam, Labar, Labash, Laban, Lakadash, Ba'ai, Rabah, Tha'a, Kalawa, Thadazah, Matazath, Ai, Yawam, Ha'a, Ha'a, Ka, Wa'ai, Shawayam, Laka, Lakadash, Ba'ai, Rabah. Verse 19. Shaba, Aitha, Shaba'aith, Yama, Yum, Sha'ar, La'a, Yama, Taza'ah, Baba, Thaya, Come, Kaya.
That's a call, isn't it? Oh, where you at?
Oh, I was on the one before. Call. A call. Baba, Matazath.
Go back and read that again.
Maka, Matazath.
Good.
Wana, Kara, Tha. Hawa,
Pana.
Pana.
No.
Oh.
Go back and read that.
Pana.
So read that again.
So like it.
Ha.
Hana, Pash. Haha, Wa'a. Ma'ai, Dath. Yasha, Rala. Bagar. Waba, Azar, Raka. Ha'a, Ratazah. Verse 20. Ko. Maka, Matazath. La'a. Tha'a, Kalawa. Mawa. Matazah. Wath. Verse 21. Waya. Kwa. Ra'a. Masha. Laka. Zakwa. Naya. Yashar. Al.
Read that again.
Yashar. Rala. It's like Waya. Ma'ar.
It's Waya Amara.
Waya. Ma'ar. Allah. Hum. Masha. Kawa. Wakwa. Kawa. Lakam. Taza. Taza.
What's that in there?
It's a car.
Huh?
Car.
That's an N, right? Any connector, right?
So nah.
That's
It's
an
like
N. So read that again.
Taza. Tazan. Tazaan.
There you go.
Lama. Shapa. Katha. Yakam. Masha. Kata. Waha. Pasak. Verse 22. Wala. Kwaka. Thumb. Agada. Azar. Aba. Wata. Wala. Thumb. Badam. Ashar. Basak. Waha. Atham. Oh. Ma. Shaqwa. Wa'al. Shataya. Hamad. CHAAZAQ. Man. Adam. Ashar. What's up? Ya'atham. Wa'atham. La'a. Tataza. Awa. Ayash. Mapathak. Maya. Thawa. Aid. Aquar.
Very good job reading there. We'll go back to the English and read the verses here. What is that? What was it, 8? Started at 8. Did we? No, it was 16. Okay. Verse 16. Exodus 12 and 16. Okay. And the first day there shall be a holy convocation. And in the seventh day, okay, come. Read from 8.
What's the
Here, let me see that Bible. Yeah, you read verse 16 in the Bible there, okay? Start on 16. Exodus 12 and 16. Read it to 22. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And in the first day there shall be a holy convocation.
The convocation, like holy, what does that mean when it says convocation? Let's look that up. A holy convocation. Look that word up right there. We'll make sure we understand what that convocation is. That means a gathering, if I'm not mistaken. Let's read it. Let's read up what it says here. I got it right here. You got it, Shaw? I got it right here.
Okay.
A convocation is, what did I say? Convocation, right? Lock here. Well, I got that right. Did you find that word? Let's read out, find out what convocation is. That's what it is. I got it right here. Here, I got it right here. I got it. I'm sorry. Slocky. Had it wrong bit. A convocation, yes, what it is. A large formal assembly of people. And that's what we just had, did we not?
Right.
And then where we had it in the Passover, right?
Okay.
So Fitz, read that again. Read that verse 16 again for me, Baba Kusham.
Come. Verse 16.
Right.
And in the day there shall be a holy convocation.
And in the first day, go back and read that again.
And in the first day there shall be a holy convocation.
A holy convocation. That means kodash. That means a holy gathering. That means what? What does it mean if the Israel come together in a holy convocation? What does that mean in effect? That's only us, right? That's only blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, right? That's what this is saying, a holy convocation, right? So in the first, finish reading for me again. Bob, could y'all read that again? Verse 16?
Verse 16.
Right.
And in the first day there shall be a holy convocation.
Right.
And in the seventh day there shall be a holy convocation to you.
Right. That's what this is saying. And for the children of Israel, that's how you know we're the children of Israel, man. The 12 tribes of the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Most High, you come the first day, he gave us the Passover, man, a holy convocation just for us. Finish reading that.
No manner of work
Right.
shall be done in them.
No matter what
Work.
the Bible says, no, you shall do no work, right? In this, no manner of work shall be done in them, right?
Okay.
That means you don't do no work, man. You don't put your brother to work either. That would be totally not brotherhood, wouldn't it?
Right.
So finish reading for me.
No manner of work shall be done in them.
Right.
Save that which every man must eat.
Right. And then what does that mean? Talk to me. And no manner of work, but what? Read that again, Asha.
No manner of work shall be done in them.
Right, Go ahead.
Save that which every man must eat.
What does that mean? Go ahead. Yeah. You know it? All right, let me break it down. Then. Save that. It says no man. Read that again for me, Asha.
No manner of work shall be done in them.
No manner of work shall be done in them. Finish reading.
Save that which every man must eat.
In other words, whatever it takes to eat, that's the work that you can do. That work's holy.
Oh, okay.
That's what they're saying. You know, that lamb, whatever they need, you know, that's what he wants you to do. He wants you to, if you got to cut, if you part of that lamb, ceremony, that's the work he's talking about. And whatever work it takes in that process of all of that convocation gathering, you know, and all the things that the Most High wanted us to do in the Passover and all of the gathering, the holy gathering, whatever it takes, the chairs, whatever it took, you know, for the congregation, man, the get the lambs up, gather them together, you know, whatever it took. Finish reading.
That only may be done of you.
Right. That's what this is saying. In other words, that work is holy. You got some of these fake, rotten Jews over in Israel think that they can, they don't follow, they're not us, so they don't know how to follow in orders. Because they're not, this is the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. That's what this is for. In other words, we don't turn off no light and sit in the corner and say, be silent.
Right.
and don't do anything else. That's not what the Most High wants. He just says, whatever work. In other words, if any servile work or any work that you got to do, other than taking care of that, the process of the lamb and all of the Passover, that work you leave. But if you was a gardener, if you was a farmer, if you was you fix axles on wheels, you know, leave that work alone, man. You give your brother ain't got no business work, give him the day off. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Give him that day off. This is not the time to be doing it. It says, read that again. And the first day, go back there, Bob Kushah, verse 16.
Verse 16.
Right.
And in the first day,
Right.
there shall be a holy convocation.
A holy gathering. A holy gathering. That's what gathering congregation is. It's a large, formal, not informal, a large formal assembly.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir. A large formal assembly, man, a convocation set apart for the children of Israel, man. And then finish reading.
And in the seventh day,
Right.
there shall be a holy convocation to
Right.
you.
Right, a holy convocation to you. And what else?
No manner of work shall be done in them.
Right, no manner of work shall be done. That's what this is saying. You don't do no work except for what?
Save that.
Right.
Save that which every man must eat.
Right. In other words, you got to do whatever it takes for us to eat. That's the point, right? Okay. Finish reading.
That only may be done of you.
Right. That only may be done of you, right?
Okay.
Let's see. So we finish reading. You know, this will be our last verses here. Go ahead.
Verse 17.
Uh-huh.
And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread.
The feast of what?
Unleavened bread.
The feast of unleavened bread, man. That's the feast where the Most High told us you can't don't put no leaven in your bread. Don't let this bread rise. And that's what we're doing. And we'll have that also at the end of this day, man. We'll have our feast of unleavened bread. It started last week, and it's going to end this week.
Right.
So the feast of unleavened bread. Okay, where you at?
For in this selfsame day
Right.
have I brought your armies
Right.
out of the land of Egypt.
Right. Because the Most High, that's the commemoration the Most High has given us, man. And the Most High is good to us, isn't he?
Right.
Okay. And you finish reading.
Therefore shall ye observe this day
Right.
in the generation by an ordinance
That's right.
forever.
That's right. And when the Most High gave us an ordinance, that's an order. That's not only an ordinance, it's something that you must do, have to do. He ain't asking you to do nothing. He's telling you. This is an order through all your. In other words, every generation that we have, from the little children to the big children, all the way up. You saw all children to Passover, like Officer Bond said. He said, you know, the little children, what you think they're gonna do when they grow up in that generation, man? They're gonna grow up and they're gonna keep the Passover. It's gonna be a holy ordinance, right?
Right.
I mean, that's part of the brotherhood that we're showing. Finish reading.
Verse 18.
Uh-huh.
In the first month of the 14th day of the month, at evening ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 1 and 20th day of the month.
That's right. And I finish reading, and we'll make this our last verse, sir. We got a 12 o'clock coming up.
Right.
Go ahead. Go
At
ahead.
evening.
All right, come. Go ahead. Read.
19.
Right.
7 days shall there be no leaven found in your house.
7 days, no leaven found in your house. Finish reading.
For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation.
And cut off, like Officer Bond said. Like if you catch you with some leaven in your mouth, rising in your teeth, swimming in your teeth, and see what happens. Catch you eating macaroni and cheese. Catch you eating collard greens and cornbread. The Most High told you to eat unleavened bread, bitter herbs, right?
Right.
You know, that's what this is about, man. Finish reading.
From the congregation of Israel.
Right. Congregation of who?
Israel.
Finish reading.
Whether he be stranger or born in the
And
land.
what does that mean? Whether he be stranger or born in the land. He ain't talking about nobody but a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. So what is he talking about stranger? Go ahead.
If he wasn't born around the congregation.
That's right. In other words, if he's not part of the, it's all Israel. Those people that strayed out there in the other lands, man. You know, the Most High said, if he's a stranger, you know what I mean. You know, because when they called them coming out of Israel, if you wasn't in Israel, you basically they looked at you like a Gentile, man.
Right.
You know, so and read that again. Whether he be what?
Whether he be a stranger or born in the land.
Come, sir.
Right, and it breaks it down itself. Either he's a stranger or born in the land.
Damn right.
A stranger just somebody who wasn't born in the land.
That's right. Strangers
He
come.
comes to the land. You know, oh, he's from around here, but
Right.
he's one of us.
He's one of us. He ain't from around here. He's from another city, whatever. He didn't came in here, you know. But listen, the children of Israel, we know our own, man. This don't mean some dirty, filthy heathen. You know, that's what a lot of people, a lot of these fake nations and fake Israelites and everybody else all see. That's stranger. You know, this ain't no stranger here, man. That stranger is one of us.
Right.
You know, because you had went off somewhere or you ain't born into the land.
Right.
As simple as that. Like Officer Bond say, you born or you ain't in that land, but you still of the seed of Israel.
Right.
And we're gonna stop it right there. Majo. Sir, you coming back? Right there, sir.
All right, we're gonna go to Shapar.
Oh, God, sir.
La Yashala.
Nice
All
shout.
right, we're gonna go couple of scrolls. We're gonna start, turn and face the east. We're gonna begin with the Lord's Prayer.
Come, sir. Lord's Prayer. Abadama.
Abadama.
Shemashmael.
Shemashmael.
Radash.
Radash.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Shabka.
Shabka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakutka.
Malakutka.
Taba'ah. Ratazayaka.
Sir.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Asha.
Asha.
Barataza.
Barataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Ashamayam.
Ashamayam.
Matalanawa.
Matalanawa.
Nakam.
Nakam.
Kayawam. Wazalakinawa. Kawawapinawa. Kazalakinawa. Kawawapinawa. Wala'ah. Taba'ayanawa. Panasayawan. Abal. Bawashayanawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Yaka. Amalakwath. Wahala. Wahataparif. Alanyam. Aman. Sir.
Salam. What we just said in the English was, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh, thy kingdom come.
Kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Will be done.
In earth,
In earth.
as it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Salam. Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily, our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
And forgive our debtors.
Forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
Lead us not
into temptation. But deliver us.
Deliver us
from evil.
From evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever so be it.
Forever so be it.
Amen.
Amen. Okay. Kak the power, Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushai,
Bashim Yahushai.
Babu Kusha,
Babu Kusha.
Sananawa,
Sananawa.
Kak,
Kak.
Arapa'ah, Amalaka, Kal Marawa, Kak, Tatahar, Majazarium, Kak, Lahakwium, Amaktium, Kak, Arakawa, Amatala, Lagarsham, Bashim Yahushai, the water. Amen.
What we just said in the English was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
So be it. The water. Yahweh, Salakia. Bless Israel.
Bless Israel.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Bashim,
Bashim.
Yahushai,
Yahushai.
Rakanawa, Basharala, Vayabayaf, Sapariam, Barak, Rapa'ah, Hagan, Bashim Yahushai,
Bashim Yahushai.
Water.
Wow.
What we just said in the English was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Bless us in Israel.
Bless us in Israel.
In the school.
In the school.
Bless, heal, shield, protect.
Bless, heal, shield, protect.
Our loved ones.
Our loved ones.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Water.
Young boy.
Psalms 121. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Horiam,
Horiam,
Ayan,
Ayan,
Yaba'ah, Azaria, Azaria, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Ashah, Shemaim, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalyaka, Ayanawam, Shamarika, Hanala'ah, Yamam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarika, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayay, Yamyelka, Yamam, Ashabash, La'ah, Hakaha, Wayarak, Alayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Korai, Shamar, Afna Pashka, Yahweh, Shamar, Tazaatka, Wabawatka, Ma'ata, Wa'aib, Abalam.
What we just said in the English was, I will lift up my eyes.
I will lift up my eyes
to the hills.
To the hills.
From whence come my help?
From whence come my help?
My help come from the Lord.
Help come from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
Do not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Israel,
He that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
Lord shall shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out.
He shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
Even forevermore.
Water. Psalms 83. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Adamiyah,
Adamiyah,
Ka,
Ka,
Atakarash,
Atakarosh,
Ayal,
Ayal,
Shakwat,
Shakwat,
All, Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Oyabajika, Yahama,
Yahama,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Amaya,
Amaya,
Yarbawa,
Yarbawa,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayatha,
Wayatha,
Yatazawa,
Yatazawa,
Atazawanyaka,
Zawanyaka,
Armawa,
Lawa,
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 Lucky. Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakadam,
Wanakakadam,
Makaya,
Makaya,
Wala'a,
Wala'ah,
Yazawar,
Yazawar,
Isham,
Isham,
Yasharala,
Yasharala,
Awada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawadazwa,
Zawar,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Awiwa,
Awiwa,
Baraf,
Baraf,
Yakarafwa,
Yakaraf,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wa,
Wa,
Shemai,
Shemai,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Mawaba,
Mawaba,
Gariam,
Gariam,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wamawan,
Wamawan,
Wamalak,
Wamalak,
Palashat,
Palashat,
Amyashabika,
Amyashabika,
Nazawar,
Nazawar,
Damashawar,
Damashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labanyalawat,
Labanyalawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Aishalaham,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasaya,
Kasaya,
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah,
Ayaban,
Ayaban,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Washawan,
Washawan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ba'awan,
Ba'awan,
Dara,
Dara,
Hayahwa,
Hayahwa,
Daman,
Daman,
Ladama,
Ladama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Yamawa,
Yamawa,
Arab,
Arab,
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba, Wakadazal,
Wakadazal,
Mana'ai,
Mana'ai,
Kana Sayakamwa,
Kana Sayakamwa,
Asha,
Asha,
Armawa,
Armawa,
Nasharasha,
Nasharasha,
Narawa,
Narawa,
Af, Na'awaf, Al-Hayyam, Al-Haya, Shayatamwa, Gaya, Kwash, Lapanya, Waka'a, Ash, Gabaari Ara, Wakalaba, Alahat, Ariam, Khan, Aradakma, Wasaaraka, Wasaba, Wapagwafka, Sakal. Wapatka, Gabahalam, Mala'a, Bariham, Walawan, Waya, Washawa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahalya, Ayaid, Waya, Parapawa, Waya Abawa, Waya Da'awa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labaka, Ayuan, Alko, Rataza.
What we just said in the English was, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O power.
O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O power.
O power.
It's like Most High.
Most High.
For lo thy enemies.
For lo thy enemies.
Make a tumult.
Make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
They that hate thee.
And lifted up the head.
Lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said,
Come.
Come.
Let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
Name of Israel.
May be no more remembered.
Be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together.
With one consent.
One consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Moab.
And the Hagarene.
Hagarene.
Gabal.
Gabal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Inhabitants of Tyre.
Assure also is joined with them.
Assure also is joined with them.
They are hoping the children alive.
They are hoping the children alive.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
Jabin.
And the brook of Kasai.
Brook of Kasai.
Which perished the indoors.
perished the indoors.
They became as dung for the earth.
Became as dung
for the earth.
Make their nobles like a rail.
Their nobles like a rail.
And like Zeb.
Like Zeb.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes as
All
Zabah.
the princes as Zabah.
And as Zamunah.
As Zamunah.
Who said.
Who said.
Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of the Lord in possession.
The house of the Lord in possession.
O Most High.
O Most High.
Make them like they will.
Make them like they will.
As the summer before the wind.
Stumble before the wind.
As the fire burneth their woods.
fire burneth their woods.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
Flames that set the mountains on fire.
Shall persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Lord.
O Lord.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble.
In trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
And men may know.
And
men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Are the Most High over all the earth.
Most High over all the earth.
Alright, men of Israel, we're gonna turn back face to front. We're gonna begin to salute the scrolls. Alright. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
How about Shimon Shabrak? Yeah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bragia.
That's right.
Yahweh Hashem Shabrakia.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Bragia.
Yahweh Hashem Shabrakia.
Alright, we're gonna sit the scrolls back down. Time saints, men of Israel. We're gonna do one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak. We're gonna do one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim. Salaki, we're gonna turn and face the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Sisters. Yahweh, Shamar, Alatah, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah,